I would like to start off by thanking Professor Maharaj for introducing me to this competition and giving UTM students a platform to showcase their talents. I am grateful to be one of the finalists among other talented UTM students. I was motivated to enter this competition because this was an opportunity for me to learn and challenge myself. As an artist, I work very hard in each of my art pieces that speak to me and my audience. For this event, I created a blended art piece by using multiple artistic tools, such as pastels, colored pencils, sketch pencils, and colored pens. I believe that this medium of expression has the power to influence individuals and communities by expressing a deeper message through a visual art piece. I chose to name my art piece Bleeding Dry. This title is significant as it portrays a financial and environmental meaning. From the financial perspective, the meaning of bleeding dry is to repeatedly make money from someone or something, which may cause all financial security to bleed away. Whereas from the environmental viewpoint, I depict bleeding dry as individuals removing the entirety of Earth's assets, causing our planet to dry out. So if you see, the artwork showcases a dry and dull landscape that is being torn apart in the center, drawing the audience's attention to the beautiful scenery. Through this artwork, I am indicating that our planet is currently being exploited for profits by international corporations, and at the focal point of this art piece is a beautiful world that is cared for. While making this art piece, I understood the significance of environmental education in business. Several students in the future will be entrepreneurs or working for large global organizations. It is important for future generations to be a part of the solution and cut down on gas emissions and waste that is contributing to global warming. We are the future leaders of our planet, and we must raise awareness and act promptly to save our planet. Thank you so much.
My name is Vanya. I'm in CCIT, first year CCIT, and I'm planning on specializing in DEM. So my art piece, oh, 1 second. One second.
Do you want me?
No, here we go.
Are you okay?
Yeah. So this is my art piece that I submitted, and the reason that I actually joined this, participated in this contest was because of the fact that the themes were so thought-provoking and they were so intriguing and they were so different from all the crises that we're facing right now. And I really took it as an opportunity for me to just escape everything and just, transfer all of my energy onto a paper. And it was really like, I'm really grateful for Professor Maharaj for this opportunity. So the category that I chose is visual art, as you can see, and it's always been a way for me to express how I feel and just put all of my emotions onto a piece of paper. And even though I'm not that great at it right now, I'm still working on it. And like at this point, I don't really care how great I am or how bad I am, because all I really care about is the validity that I need from myself and the fact that I get to show how I feel and show the angle that I approach things from my own perspective to other people who actually understand where I'm coming from. So that's a category that I chose. Do you need me to show walk through what I represent?
So yeah, so I shared it for you so that everyone can actually get a good view of it. So if you want to go describe it and
yeah. For sure. So the black background, in my opinion, black represents darkness, and darkness is what I think is the negativity in our society and our environment, and all the repercussions that we have to face, not only for our own actions, but also for other people's actions. And that really affects us in a really, really negative way. For example, the global pandemic or the online learning. I know so many people who are really stressed out about it, including myself. And, it's really hard for people to just cope with minor and major things. So that's the black point. And then I chose to represent change with green, blue, and white, just because change does not just blend into the darkness. It's something that stands out in our society and our communities. There's literally nothing you can think of that is not change when it like just blends in. You know, change has to stand out, even if it's really small or it's really big. If it's something related to mental health or the environment, everybody's going to be looking at you because you're the reason that change is happening. So I really wanted that point to just stand out. And then coming on to the flower and the light, the flower represents unity and a really beautiful, perfect system of just a flow that just happens when people get together and just like humanity in general, where people, they don't care about the negative side effects, and they just, you know, join forces and put their hands in hand and like just create something so powerful that it can just change change the entire world. And that is depicted with the light that I put, like it's the glow of the light, and it's so powerful. Like you can see the rays are spreading onto the darkness, that the change that I'm talking about is not only affecting people who are like coming up with the ideas, but also people who are living in isolation and their ignorance. And I really wanted to like depict that using the theme of a world where ego is relegated to the background and humanity takes center stage. And by center stage, I think that when you talk about center stage, you're talking about like a one person or one community standing out, standing up for their beliefs and their rights, and just like spreading the word to the entire world. And ego is relegated to the background, which is the darkness, which is then coming to an end. So I really wanted to like portray it as a positive feedback loop, in a sense that all the positivity, it's eventually gonna take over, and all the negativity is gonna, you know, go away. So yeah, that's my idea of the.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Zainab. I decided to enter this competition and use artwork as a medium because I've always used artwork to express how I feel about issues that I feel are important. And I think creativity can be used to powerfully convey messages. And I thought this competition was an outlet for creatives to do so. And I chose the medium of markers because I think the saturation helps bring attention to the piece, especially in this case because there are two sides and it needs to be contrasted. So more about the piece, it shows two sides, two states of the world and people. The figures are a representation of the earth and us. The one on the left has factories and workers emerging from her head. Her hair is a representation of dyed and polluted water from industries like fast fashion. This slowly burns her skin. Her eyes are a vessel into her body, which is hollow. All this occurs to project the green paper from her mouth, which is money. The one on the right has mountains and forests emerging from her body. Her hair is running clean water and she is surrounded by greenery. Her hollow eyes now have grown flowers, which represent growth. She is a depiction of a state of safety and peace, whereas the other is a representation of havoc and self-destruction of both the world and us. And yeah, so that's my piece. Thank you.
So hi everyone, my name is Tanisha. Are you able to see the photograph? Okay, awesome, thank you. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my submission for Elly. This photograph is inspired by the theme, Reimagining a New World. I entered Elly in action because I think the subject of financial literacy is super important. I have friends and family members who have been adversely impacted by financial issues. These issues could have been prevented and better managed if they had access to better resources. When creating a digital media submission for Elly, all of the drafts I was making was looking very bleak because money has often been a source of stress in my life. I chose to submit this photograph with vibrant colors because financial literacy can empower people to experience the world in a more colorful and happier way. I used a low aperture and the blur effect to highlight the world and the taxi. The world statue represents all the beautiful and wonderful things in the world. The taxi represents how people are moving at such a fast pace and passing and failing to notice something so beautiful. I hope people who observe this photograph take some time to slow down in this fast-paced world and take a minute to breathe and observe the vibrant, beautiful reality around them. Thank you.
I chose digital media. Oh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, I want to thank you for Elly in Action. Actually, in my first year, I participated as a guest. I was invited by my friend who works in Career Center to just see what it looks like. And I didn't know about it at all. But then I was so inspired by all the participants, and it was just in my bucket list to participate next year. So luckily, I'm here. Thank you very much. And today I'm going to share my digital media piece. So this brochure illustrates the new world that we should strive for, where humans care for animals and they're not exploited for profit or any other reason than their benefit of the animals. This campaign is about social media movement that should challenge society's traditional view that animals exist solely for human use. That's why I use top hunted animals that are on the verge of extinction because of anthropogenic factors such as poaching for ivory, rhino horns, used for ornaments, jewelry, billiard balls, piano keys, and other items that solely humans enjoy. With its help, I wanted to raise awareness about this issue so that people would know the story behind those extravagant decorative items and be conscious about the true value of those things. So actually, I made a research from my course about sustainability goals of United Nations, and sustainability is about meeting needs of the present without compromising the future needs of our generation. So United Nations want to have like sustainable future by 2030, and I learned that the targets that they put for like 2020 is not met. Like they wanted to finish poaching or regulating harvesting and overfishing, but they couldn't meet that needs. And so I think that this kind of goals and sustainable world is very important for our next generation. And so I really like the idea to raise awareness with the help of digital media piece. Thank you.
Can everyone see?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, hi everyone. My name's Anna. Today I'll be Anya. And so what motivated me to enter this competition was the overall theme, which is, if you don't know, the theme was reimagining a new world. And I think I found that really interesting because, well, in one way or another, we are all in a new world right now, which is been changed by the pandemic. And everything that we're experiencing, for the good or for the worse, it's different and new. And so I wanted to input something related to that into this contest. So my medium was digital media because that's something that I've just recently started doing. I'm more of a visual arts person, but I've been advertising and creative directing online, which and so that's what I wanted to input into this competition. And my category was a world where people know the true value of things. So I took two things that I value the most, which is quality time with friends and family, and music. So putting those two together, I got an advertisement for for a phone-free music festival. And so we can argue that it's very possible to have quality and valuable time with the phone in your hand. But also the days where people, they had good days and they felt good about themselves. They went to concerts and events and they didn't feel the need to record it to make it valuable or show other people that they're having a good time. Those days are long gone. So so because our phones are so important to have on us at all times, especially in events like concerts and festivals, I wanted to communicate through my digital art a music festival that lets you enjoy what you came for. And that's not to record or take pictures and text. It's an opportunity to be present in and live in real time. So for once, you won't be present in two places at once. So here and then your avatar on your phone. Rather, you will only be existing in one place, which is real time. And I think that every once in a while, we should all understand what that feels like. And for me, that place would have been a concert or music festival where you have to go without a handheld device. Thank you for listening.
So I was motivated to enter this competition as I saw it on Instagram, and I just really wanted to use my creative writing talents and passion for spoken word to address this materialistic culture in our society. And I also want to be a voice of change to bring awareness for a better future that reimagines a new world where net worth does not equal self-worth. I've always wanted to choose spoken word as a forum to express myself, as I do love to write written poetry. And I chose to do this by creating a visual aid and using my voice to convey emotions and tones to address the issues of a society that is fixated on net worth. And I also wanted to showcase that happiness should be the true purpose for this new world that I've reimagined. Thank you.
Awesome. So now I think you guys can see my screen. Yes? So I'm going to hit play.
Utopian Bliss, a spoken word poem by Stephanie Sobrian. My dreams sit in paper reams made of money trees. I live in a world where net worth defines self-worth. Tapestries of perfection hiding painful deception. How can my life be complete if I am completely consumed by consumerism, where dollar signs are gold mines and shiny new cars can get you far, where starting wars can open doors, where power is the flowering bud of success in a world of excess. So I sit under tree canopies and dream of this utopia, so I don't miss a world of true bliss. My eyes close shut, my mind unveils all the tales of ideals unfold to form, a world where hands outstretched to support one another, where words build each other up, not tear each other down, where the end goal is not material things, but is measured in goodness expressed in humanity, where love is a necessity, where wars are not needed, where harmony exists, where everyone is united, where no divisions divide us, where class systems are abolished, in its place, a system more polished, where races and faces of all ethnicities can all call one another friends, where people aren't connecting for self-interested ends, no ends to justify the means. The main meaning of life is happiness, where systems express equity, where people are free to speak their truth, where no one lives in fear. My eyes open with tears as I see so clearly a world should exist to be fair. Serenity in my utopia as I slip back into this dystopia. These nightmarish realities need to cease, so I pick up every piece of this fragmented world in the palms of my hands. My mind fills with plans as I pave the future with newfound dreams. And to my surprise, I find like minds who outstretch their hands to fill mine. We plan and pave our ways to brighter days. Although we are scarred with pains from our strife, we will change the world as we have changed our lives. True happiness is tied to more than net worth. Dollar signs don't define our self-worth.
So I'm gonna share my screen. I don't know, is it good? Okay, so it's called When Kindness Was Foreign. The sun shied away from a child who spoke to trees, a child who spoke of warm hugs, kisses, and bedtime stories, a silent disguise so well developed, the world oblivious to the truth of a cruel disguise, a reality a child can never grasp. A child with a best friend named Teddy, a child whose sweet, calm lullabies were the raised voices from the next room over, a hushed voice begging to escape, heard only through acts of rebellion, gifted with abstract paintings across the bare canvas body, a reality where a child was thankful for just a broken limb. The sun beamed upon a teen who consumed by a hurricane, a teen who accepted cold shoulders, secrets, and playful insults as love, a vessel so beautifully damaged, perfect actuality was a dream unattainable, of the accomplished and incomplete healing, a reality a teen unforgivably suffered. A teen with a newborn to care for, a teen who opened textbooks, served plates, and had a locked heart with a lost key, a corporeal shield serving a piece of its soul with each silver dish, each breath the only proof of life, of those allured to inconvenient endearments, a reality where a teen was left with shattered plates. The sun abandoned an adult who never conquered the ocean, an adult whose existence was comprised of aching visions of fairy tales, a monotonous machination drowning in expectations, loneliness planting false smiles upon a drenched face, sutures failing to hold together the deep cuts of temptation, a reality an adult denied to believe. An adult left with a battle and a child, an adult who'd sacrificed self-care for actions forgotten, so one day a child would flourish, being nurtured in love, born to a body and heart foreign to kindness and care. A family founded on the love between parent and child, a reality an adult had eventually created. The moon cradled an elder who'd embraced the ocean waves, an elder with life's secrets discovered, through a child who'd lived the greatest nightmares, and a child who'd been bathed in warm hugs and kisses. A senior whose coat had once smelled of rum and cigars now tells the story of a bitter life concluding in happiness, when kindness was foreign. An elder who'd lived without kindness and warmth, one day felt the ocean's waves in love and family, knew a world of hatred and greed, and appreciated a universe built on passion, acceptance, and altruism.
Thank you so much. So can you tell us what motivated you to enter the competition? Because that was beautiful.
Thank you. So I learned about this competition through, I think, a mass email that was sent out by the Department of English. So then I think it gave me an opportunity to look at the lives of different people, because we all don't live the same life. And especially when you're writing a poem, you have to get into the mindset of the person you're going to write about. So I hope that was conveyed.
And so have you always been interested in writing?
Yeah, I have. I'm doing an English minor. So.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I found this notice online by a friend. A friend sent it to me, so I went through it and I saw it was on UTM website. I was like, okay, this is so official. I was like blown away with that. I wanted to let my verse be heard on and on. In UTM, I haven't seen a lot of poets, prose writers out there that actually exhibit this thing. So I actually just want mine to be out there so you guys could see what my grievances and the things I'm trying to convey.
That's great. That's great. So let's hear your piece then. Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to share a screen.
Yes.
Can you all see it?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start from this part down here. Okay. When we asked why she hadn't left our father to marry a white man for papers like other helpless women do, a factory teeth got gnawed her fragile fingers. The wound only attracted the bruise of his kind, she said. However, we were withdrawn from the rest of our mates as warmed carts wheeled to the parking lot's extreme for no good reason, far away from the cart assembly. Those who did not follow the crowd feared of dying alone, so we made friends with our neighbor's son, whose father was always busy. Makom's hair neatly kept wool, part of which could be used to stop anyone's bleeding. He wore a hoodie and wore a cap over a tightly tied durag. Sagging our boots cut, every day we were less time cautious. We had plenty of days to figure this thing. After school with us, we ran about the school, dog ditching many numbered houses until we got reported to our parents or the cops by the red helmeted man down the street. We agreed that no one wanted to hear him speak anymore. He had talked like God, and light appeared over our dark pounds. He had nothing else to say other than keeping feet on tireless push-ups and nods whenever I was sick happiness to his doorstep. We crawled on the net cars to get our ball that went under while playing soccer. We piloted Makom's drone like accent meal Robin, humming an inaudible accent. Unlike our previous friends, never made us realize how our accent sounded, either like a rappers or gamers, or Black American, Indigenous, American, Britain. We barely spoke about color. We talked more about our future. But we had plenty of dreams and limited nights. The more I said I wanted to be an archaeologist, they both claimed it for themselves. And we thought how such a dream could come true. As how we had no pets, a rat, a mouse, big dog, squirrel to watch or imitate daily. And when we were looking where we're going, Miko ran into the neighborhood watch pole. A nurse desired cut for days and would be out the weekend we visit our father. He was mistaken for a fleeting juvenile suspect after being reported for roaming people's doorstep picket fences. I want to say the speedy death that took Miko wouldn't trafficate for us to know his next turn. His father's wrinkled face became more tweeted plots and real tracks. He lost his job and his mind. Earlier the year, he made a yard sale of things of his missing wife. He told our mother that she must have hitchhiked when she went to the hometown for a visit. They had a bad transport system back there. At the time, we watched him sell Miko's thing. Take the mothers and get the sons free. Take the sons and get the fathers free. When he was being dismissed from his house for not being able to afford the mortgage, he cried that he's being removed by the same government that took his grandfathers away from their land. Jamal was jobless every day. He made monotonous research about my daily dreams. He had collected a chapbook of dreams I had given up on and couldn't remember. He read from the brown papers he unearthed from his luggage. Hala, our mother is a sweet thing of type 2, is a living sweet thing of type 2 diabetes. We swear we took too much hala meal. On the 5th year, when the census plow boomed, we wore our school uniform to help our mother wet the minor roots. With dirt over our palms easily rubbed off our black pants, she eventually got a job, healthy meal, and a good house in which we could fill in its blanks. From sea to sea, we drank every water, and they were tasteless. They had no color too. Pigeons do not crowd the stations anymore. They learned to use their wings to travel. As an introvert afraid of uttering words, when I stopped hiding in the cage of ellipses and saying my name, Mohammed Blackson, to people, no one found a slice of dead bush meat in my mouth. My French friends' parents love gardening. At dinner with them, after taking a quick look at my skin, seeing Lomi, they needed no explanation for that. Everyone knew that not all Mohammed is terrorist. Not all Mohammed are brains behind the mannerless bubblegum blast. Not Americans do not want to blacks out. In the blink of an eye, a cop does not black out, shooting a minor, stammering, assuming this, assuming that. Mecom didn't go out to play alone. We didn't have to wear his rain boots or winter jacket remaining from his father's yard sale. It was given the proper burial, not merely burnt into our tags, and we didn't have to work the same streets, sucking the air into our skull, murmuring a movement, clutching to the tulips plucked from the garden of an aggressive white man. In a dream, I played the piano, I stroked the black keys and sang minor griefs. With all fingers aboard, the song of grief was harmonious. Our father wasn't an instrument of a self-fulfilling pigment. We had a campfire cooking. Our mother volunteered to prepare an African meal, which everyone liked. And when the fire reduced, everyone ran to their home to bring their country's polo rag flags. Such green, white, black, red, yellow, orange, blue fabrics were enough to create an undying pot fire. And someday we spoke, we were heard, and our voices were the same as our hearts. Thank you.
Wow.
So I thank everybody, all the organizers of this competition for providing me with this opportunity. And what motivated me to, I guess, make this song was that, like, I think, like, in the digital age, in the age of social media, there's been a lot of people that kind of like become a little bit like materialistic, and I guess like post what they purchase and project themselves, you know, onto like social media for like the approval of others. So I just wanted to like make the song to like for like the future generation and current generation for someone to listen to, for them to like say that, like, you know, things don't have to be this way, and that like you know, if you keep going on like this, then like you won't be able to focus on yourself. And yeah, I decided to do like a rap because I think that just like social media, like past decade, like rap music has become little bit more like mainstream, and also because like I have I don't do too much like creative writing, so I thought like this would be interesting to do, and I kept going back to it, and like I know like my delivery might not be like the best, but then I just realized that it was the message that like mattered. So yeah.
All right, so I'm excited for people to hear it because I've heard it. Okay, let's go. Are you guys, I'm not sure what's showing up on my screen, but as long as you can hear it. Are you hearing?
Material always haunted me. A big purchase was the only thing that satisfied me. Worrying about putting writing on myself without realizing that I was slowly losing myself. Be constantly worried about what the next item drop. Look at a celebrity to see which one to cop. But have you ever looked in the mirror and started thinking that being a walking billboard is not the definition of winning? I used to open the closet with my favorite hand-me-down. I looked at the logo on my car key without a frown. Never worried about what's televised, cause I learned to beat a watch and not spend more than 3 digits on what I wear below my thighs. So don't go worrying about what people start to think of you. They couldn't measure your self-worth, because there's nothing to compare it to. So from now on I'm only focused on me. Never worried about impressing others with my scarce money. And even though I may not be the right one to lead, it's better than exploiting myself on a feed. It's called being self-rich. I never needed any money to be self-rich. Legal tender, a dangerous tempter. It may initially seem expender, but it doesn't beat being self-rich. Nothing can beat being self-rich.
The only comment I have is that was so short because I would love to hear more. That was really good. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. So to get started, what motivated me to enter the competition is, I guess I've always just been interested in personal finance because I guess I've known lots of people who make a lot of money, but who aren't happy with the jobs that they have as they could be, or people who won't manage the money, like who haven't learned how to manage money, but they do know how to make money. And so that kind of motivated me to learn more about Elly in action. And I participated in the contest a couple years back, and I was very excited to hear that there was another one, and I decided to participate once again. The reason I chose my medium of expression, like the song, is I've always enjoyed singing. I remember I used to take vocal lessons for a long time when they were included with my school, thankfully. And what I really hope to convey with this message what I think this song conveys is that sometimes we're too focused on, hustle and bustle. We're too focused on the money, or, how expensive the clothing we buy is, or things like that. Not necessarily everyone, but I definitely think that there's sometimes pressure in our culture to buy something that's more expensive, something we can't necessarily afford, because sometimes people care a lot about what will the world see, oh, how will the world look at me if I'm wearing this $300 jacket versus this secondhand jacket, even if we'd be just as happy in the other one. And so I think that was a big part of this one for me, is life isn't just about money and possessions. Life is also about having fun and about doing what following our passions, rather than just about money and possessions just aren't really the most important thing. So I'm just going to get the track set up. I'm having some technical difficulties today, but I think we'll be good to go. Let's see. Let's go for it here. Sorry, just one quick second.
Okay.
My apologies.
No problem. If we need, we could always share. I can always play your clip. But if you can, we will wait for a minute.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. Okay, so I just got it up now. It's good. It's just doing an ad, and I will get started. Okay. Can you hear it?
No. Yes.
Oh, okay, great. Seems like everybody's got a price. I wonder how they sleep at night. When the sale comes first and the truth comes second, just stop for a minute and smile. Why is everybody so serious? Acting so mysterious. Got shades on your eyes and your heels so high that you can't even have a good time. Everybody look to their left. Everybody look to their right. Can you feel that? We're paying with love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. It ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the ba-bling, ba-bling. Want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. We need to take it back in time when music made us all unite. If it wasn't low blows and am I the only one getting tired? Why is everybody so obsessed? Money can't buy us happiness. Can we all slow down and enjoy right now? Guarantee we'll be feeling all right. Everybody look to their left. Everybody look to their right. Can you feel that? We're paying with love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. It ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the ba-bling, ba-bling. We want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. It ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the ba-bling, ba-bling. Want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. It ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the ba-bling, ba-bling. Want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Yeah, yeah. Oh, forget about the price tag. All right, thank you, everyone.